It is possible to get pregnant even while you're using contraception. Yes, the chances are slim, but it's possible because no contraceptive method is 100% effective. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another exciting episode of Ask Dr. O. Yeah. So this time, like I explained to those that watched this earlier, we're moving Ask Dr. O, or we have moved Ask Dr. O from Instagram to YouTube. So if you're from Instagram, welcome to YouTube. And if you're YouTube, this is what we do on Instagram. If you're not on my Instagram page, you are seriously missing. Okay? So they were taking another question from one of our subscribers. I don't know if I should read the message or if I should just summarize it. Okay, let me see if I can read it so it will be more relatable, and then we'll summarize. So he said, "Good evening, doctor. Please, I need your help. I'm on family planning for 5 years. Round 2. That means I've done the first 5 years and it ended 2 years ago. But before it expired, I replaced with another 5 years again, and I'm in my 2nd year on implant." So she's using the contraceptive implant. "I and my hubby parted ways in March." So sorry to hear that. So that means we had sex in early March. Fast forward to the middle of the month. That was this month because she sent the message last week. So currently, at the time of recording this video, we are in June. Okay, so fast forward to the middle of June, she felt terribly sick and she went to the hospital. Unfortunately, she was admitted and she cross-checked with a series of blood tests and discovered that she was pregnant. And she was amazed and shocked, and she was forced to do the test again. So this is stage of denial, and the same result came out, and then she was given the option of a scan because she was still in denial. And then she ran to do the scan the next day, and she was told that they can't find anything. So basically the scan didn't show anything. And then she pleaded to do a urine test and it came out negative. So now she wants to know what is going on, that is she actually pregnant or not. Yeah, so this is actually a confusing one. Like, okay, so first you do a pregnancy test, it's positive, and then you do another one, is negative, and the scan doesn't find anything. So is she pregnant or not? So there are a lot of issues to discuss here. So first of all, let me say that it is possible to get pregnant even while you're using contraception. Yes, it is slim, but the chances are slim, but it's possible because no contraceptive method is 100% effective. So bear it in mind that that chance is always there that you could get pregnant while you're on contraception, right? So if you're on contraception and you miss your period, of course, when you're using hormonal contraception, there is that irregularity of periods that happen. But when your periods become regular and if you miss your period or if you have any pregnancy symptoms, it's always safe to do a pregnancy test, because if it's discovered that you're pregnant, then we need to take out the contraception, that then you carry your baby. Okay, so that's that. You should keep that in mind. However, in her own case, pregnancy test was positive, then it became negative. Like, okay, what's going on here? So also bear in mind that there's also the possibility of having a false positive or a false negative pregnancy test, right? So there is that possibility that what she got initially could be a false positive, and there's also the possibility that what she did in her test afterwards could be a false negative test, right? So the only way we can determine pregnancy in this case is one of the methods is a scan, and she did a scan and they didn't find anything. But remember that if you do a scan too early in the pregnancy, usually before 6 weeks or 4 weeks, scanning will most likely not pick the pregnancy. So normally you're advised to wait till at least 6 weeks before doing a scan, so that scan will comfortably pick the pregnancy. If for any reason you don't pick the pregnancy via scan, there are still other options to check if you are pregnant. There's something called a quantitative beta HCG. Remember that beta HCG is the hormone that your body secretes when you are pregnant. So it's the pregnancy hormone. That's what all the pregnancy tests, blood and urine tests, they detect when you are pregnant. So most of these pregnancy, blood and urine pregnancy tests, they detect qualitative. They do what they call a qualitative beta HCG analysis. So they only detect whether or not beta HCG is present. But in the quantitative, it won't only detect beta HCG, it will tell you how much beta HCG hormone is present. So it quantifies or it measures the amount of beta HCG hormone that is present in the blood. So of course, the more advanced your pregnancy, the higher the amount of beta HCG you have, because the body keeps producing more and more as the pregnancy progresses. That's why it's easier to detect pregnancy with all those tests in the later stages, because there's more beta HCG hormone to be detected. But in the early stages, there's not enough, right? So what a quantitative does for you is that it will quantify the amount of beta HCG. So no matter how small, it will detect it. And with that, you can even measure how far gone you are, whether it's 2 weeks pregnant, 3 weeks pregnant, 4, 5, 6 weeks, based on the amount of beta HCG. So those are the two options she has here. She has checked one, which is a scan, right? And she didn't find anything. So what she can do if she insists on a scan is wait a couple more weeks, 2-3 weeks, and repeat the scan. Of course, by then the pregnancy should be showing, if at all she's really pregnant. Another option is to do a quantitative beta HCG that will show for sure if she's pregnant and how far gone she is, right? So 3 lessons to take from here. You can get pregnant even when on contraception. You can get a false positive and a false negative pregnancy test. And when you want to check your pregnancy on a scan, make sure you don't check it too early. So preferably after you miss your period, at least 2 weeks after you miss your period, so that way you'll be at least around 6 weeks. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ask Dr. O. If you want to see more of this, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have your questions, you can always send it to me on Instagram, and we'll be more than happy to feature you on this show. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and share with anyone you think might need to see this. See you next time.